Hi, here's May, and for today's video I'll try to draw this in your style challenge. This video also is a collaboration with Parblo. They reached out to me and sent me their Intangbo X7 to try out. In this video I'll include a unboxing of this tablet, my opinion on it, and I'll also talk about the draw this in your style challenge. And just as a heads up, in case you're interested in having this tablet, you can find some links, also including discount codes, in the video description below. First, let's start with the unboxing of the tablet. It comes in this nice package, and what's included are the tablet, a user guide, and I find the visuals on this guide very cute. Then we have some stickers, a cleaning cloth, a drawing glove, a quick start guide in more languages than the user guide, a 1-year warranty, a USB-C cable, a OTG to the C-type adapter, this is for connecting the USB cable to a phone, a pen case, 8 extra pen nibs, and of course the pen itself. It has this ring around it with which you can easily exchange the nib. For setting up the device on my PC, I followed the guide to set up the tablet and it worked nicely. The only thing that is unconventional for me here would be that you have to uninstall other tablet drivers before installing this one, which makes switching between using this tablet and my usual one more complicated and time consuming. I don't know too much about how drivers work, but what would be ideal for me would be if you could seamlessly switch between different tablets and drivers. I looked it up and there actually seem to be some ways you can use multiple tablets or multiple drivers and even switching them on and off, or even using a universal driver or something like that. If you're looking for solutions for this, I can recommend googling it. Also about the drawing glove, I've tried out 2 other ones before and they didn't feel very comfortable. One was too tight while the other one slightly big. This one fit my hand really well, so I'll probably use it more from now on. It was difficult for me to get used to drawing on this tablet because I've only been drawing either traditionally or on a screen tablet for my whole life, more than 15 years now. I'm used to seeing the strokes my hand is making. Here I was looking up at the screen while my hand was moving further down. Getting used to this really trains your hand to eye coordination. As for the drawing feeling on the tablet, this was great, almost as good as with my much pricier on-screen tablet. However, when it came to making quick strokes, I sometimes saw my drawing program Krita not recognizing strokes, which I was able to fix by reinstalling the drivers though. The pen is lightweight and has a nice grip. It has 2 shortcut buttons, which works nicely for me. The tablet itself also has 5 express keys and 2 dials, one to switch between drawing modes, since you can draw using different operating systems like on a PC with Windows or with a Mac and iOS or a Android phone. There's one more wheel to zoom, or you can switch up the function by clicking on the button in the middle of it. All the express keys and the dial functions are customizable. I personally tried using them, but since I use many keyboard shortcuts, I found using my keyboard like I usually would easier in the end. It's what I'm used to, even though if you get used to drawing on this tablet and using the keys there, I can see this working really nicely, especially with the dial for zooming. While I was using the keys on the tablet itself only, I had set them to redo, undo, the hand to move around the canvas, the brush tool, and the eraser tool. Those are my first thoughts about drawing on this tablet. Next, let's talk a bit about what I'm drawing, the Draw This in Your Style challenge. Here I'm switching to the screen recorded process. The footage I recorded of the tablet was of me trying it out for the first time, since for the illustration itself I drew it at different times of the day and I wanted the lighting to stay around the same, but I think you can already see how I would use the tablet in my recordings of my first sketches on it. The Draw This in Your Style challenge was an illustration created by Ghostface Nicole on Instagram in collaboration with Wograce. Wograce makes products like stickers, pins and charms, and they offered some prizes for the participants here. I was thinking about trying out their services for a while, so I thought why not give this challenge a try. The artwork, Nicole's character is holding a snow globe with the Wograce mascot in it. It's Christmas themed and I love the small decorations in it. As I was drawing the character, I looked at how the artist drew the elements like the facial features, the hairstyle, the outfit or the colors, and adapted it in my own way. I made slight changes for the arm angle or the colors I used, for example, but overall stuck really close to the original art. I found getting the head's perspective to work nicely a bit difficult since the character was looking upwards slightly. I was a bit unsure about the hair volume, for example. It was too big at first, which I changed up later on. The character also has cat ears, and the only character that also has cat ears I've drawn would be Ryothusley or Risley for Witchtober. What's different from him though would be that this character doesn't seem to have human ears, which makes sense I guess since he already has the cat ears. Actually, I remember that I drew Goro even longer ago and he also doesn't have human ears while having cat ears. Usually ears help me a lot with getting the perspective of the head to work, so I included them in the sketch either way. Here are some thoughts I had about draw this in your style challenges in general. What I really like about them is that you're given a prompt to draw. I personally find it very relaxing to just focus on the drawing executing step and not have to think of a new character design as well as a pose or colors to use. This of course is fun as well, but it can be a bit challenging. That's why I also like doing the redrawing your OCs videos where I get to draw a character someone else designed while learning about them. While I like coming up with characters and designs myself from time to time, I really enjoy drawing from prompts or in general pre-existing characters like here as well, which is why I would love to do more challenges like this in the future. Alright, and finally I'll talk more about my drawing experience using the Parblo tablet. I wrote down some pros and cons about the tablet for this. Let's talk about some pros first. It's very lightweight and transportable. It only weighs 230 grams actually, and this is so light you can put it in your bag really easily. The next thing would be that it's easy to set up. I didn't run into issues when installing the drivers. Next up is that the feel of the pen on the surface is very nice. This tablet also looks very cute. Another pro would be the customizable shortcuts on the tablet and the drawing wheel. And finally, it's very affordable with only costing around 50 euros or dollars, which compared to my on-screen tablet, for example, is very good for beginners. For example, when you just want to get into digital drawing, I would recommend not investing in a very pricey tablet at first. Next are the cons. Here I have that for one, my PC didn't recognize all strokes when I drew very quickly. I, for example, did this one test and drew 30 quick strokes and my drawing program only recognized 24 of them, which as I said I could fix by reinstalling the drivers though. Here is a con that's just drawing software related or creator related, I think. For one, there is the pop-up palette which you can activate by using the right-click mouse button, and I had set one of the pen buttons to right-click mouse button just like with my other pen I used to draw, but here for some reason in the program I couldn't use it in the same way. It didn't always work, and selecting the brushes while I was in the pop-up palette also sometimes didn't work as well. Then for the lasso selection tool, here the thing was that as I was selecting I often couldn't see the outline of the selection I'm making. Only after I had finished the whole selection the outline of it would appear. Next is that the accuracy of the lines and the pressure sensitivity is not always working as well as on my other much pricier tablet, but I think this is understandable. And the last thing would be that it has a pretty small drawing space. I'm used to a 16-inch tablet and this one's workspace would be around 7 inches. When you have a bigger drawing space, you're able to use your shoulders to draw instead of your wrist, which is better for your arm. However, posture-wise, using a tablet like this is good because instead of looking down at the screen, you can look up at the screen while your hand is further down. That would be it for some pros and cons. As I said before, I'm used to drawing on a screen tablet that costs a lot more money, so it makes sense that the drawing feeling on this tablet would be different. For its price, this tablet does a really good job, and it's a good tablet for digital drawing that is easy to set up and it looks very pretty. I personally prefer drawing on a on-screen tablet, but this is just my preference because of what I'm used to. Drawing on a tablet like this helps to get better at hand-eye coordination. It would take some time for me to get used to this. My brother also likes to draw and tried connecting this tablet to his phone, and this also works really well. You can't use the express keys when drawing with it then, but it enables you to basically draw anywhere. And like I mentioned, since I personally prefer drawing on my on-screen tablet, but my younger brother doesn't have as much experience with digital drawing yet, this actually turned out to be a perfect Christmas present from me to him. Overall, my experience of using this tablet was good, and especially for the low price, I'd recommend it. I find the Parblo brand has some of the most aesthetically pleasing tablets I've ever seen. If they had a really nice pastel purple tablet that was as responsive or even better as my usual drawing tablet, and it was a on-screen tablet, that would probably be my dream tablet. I also set the Intangbo tablet up at an angle when drawing, using my own things in my room, since I like to draw with my canvas at an angle. I also saw that they offer a stand for the tablet though. As I said in the beginning, in case you're interested in having this tablet, check out the description. I also have some discount codes there, which they kindly provided me with. And that would be it for this video. Let me know your thoughts about this tablet or your experiences with drawing tablets and or draw this in your style challenges. Also, would you like to see me do more challenges like these in the future? And about the draw this in your style challenge, while I didn't win anything, I had a lot of fun joining it, and feel free to check out some of the other artists' amazing artwork for it. Thanks to Vograce for hosting this challenge, and thanks to Parblo for the opportunity to collaborate. Thank you for watching and have a nice day. Bye.